What's happening, guys? Icebreaker here. There's only a week left of season 19, so I've just made the jump to 6ER, and I'm going to show you how I'm getting on and what attack strategies and stuff I'm using to hopefully help you get to diamond, or to help me get to diamond. As long as someone reaches diamond, we'll be alright this season. So stay tuned and let's jump into it. Okay, so this is the layout I've gone with. It's pretty basic for a 6ER. There are some pretty nasty bases out there with a couple of protos and stuff. I haven't got nothing like that. So I'm a bit of a naked 6ER at the moment, but I'm doing alright. I've got my 2 shock launchers here in the middle to cover as much of the map as possible. Hopefully slow down some seeker attacks. I've got my mines along the seeker paths and the heavy chopper rush paths. Because both of those attacks are viable at 6. And I've got just a few defences scattered about just to slow them down, getting off the starting line near the beach here. They've got to clear through all of this stuff if they're going with heavy Gramps or heavy Zuka or whatever. So that slows them down a little bit there. This ER here is kind of key for Seeker's attacks, because if they go for this ER first, when they go over to this one next, they're going to split. Some are going to go to this ER, some are going to go to that ER, which is exactly what you want. You want to split up a Seeker attack into smaller packs as possible. That gives you a chance then for the defences around the ERs to take them out and force a fizzle. So that's kind of the thinking behind the base layout. Oh, just on a quick note as well, I've got the 1 ER up the back here, covered by the sky shield, and a bunch of mines in here: shock mines, boom mines, normal mines, a flamethrower and a machine gun. Obviously hoping that's gonna thwart a couple of seekers as well if they get round to that point. But that's pretty much the layout I've gone with since I've jumped. Tech tree wise, more or less the same still. Haven't really changed anything along the way. Literally all I've done is, since the last video, is I've unlocked the bombardier and maxed him out, and I've gone to 6ER and I've maxed out the building health. That's all I've done with tech here at the moment. Next couple of days chest worth, I'm probably going to go for troop damage next. I'm not going to worry too much about critters, but we'll see how that plays out over the next couple of days. So let's jump into a couple of attacks and I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, so the bases look like this one, where they've got all the stuff clumped up in the middle here under a sky shield. While that might sound like a good idea in theory, it's actually really not, because it means you can just bar out the sky shield and then it's just one shock on both shock launchers and the doom cannon. So don't do that. All I did was drop 2 on this side, 2 bombardiers and brick, and 1 heavy chop and 3 bombardiers on the left. And using bricks battle orders, just simply because it helps speed the attack up. Don't really need bullet too much on this. The mines and stuff aren't clumped up enough to make using shock knuckles worth it really. So I been running with brick just to speed the attack up. On this one, like I said, I bited out the sky shield and just used the 1 shock then on those bits. But you need to also be aware of the mines. You see quite like this, they're all clumped up. Now, if you a couple of Gramps, a couple of Zukas walk into one of those patches, they'll go poof and they'll be gone. So you can use your GBE to clear the mines and stuff as well on some of them. And then literally it's just a case then of just letting them fall clear, using battle orders to speed things up, and then seeing how which one of the ERs and that's going to get taken down last. And then you can flare over. Me being a noob, forgot about this one, but still got the win anyway. There are still quite a lot of naked bases at 6ER, which is quite nice, which means you can get away with seekering. So on this one, I dropped 3 heavy choppers and bullet taunt, flared over to that shock launcher, and as they were coming through the middle here, I hit taunt just to keep the seekers alive. And then I let the heavies and the heavy choppers take down that shock launcher while these seekers moved over and did these 2 ERs. And then as they were doing that, I flared up to the next one and again with the taunt and biting out that last bit of shock launcher. I'm going to pin this one down with a shock. Because there's not many mines on this one, you can get away with literally just flaring the heavy choppers and heavies around to clear the mines, and just let the Seekers do their own thing and take down the ERs. But for the most part, to be honest, I'm using more heavy choppers and Gramps, just because most people now have sussed out how to counter Seekers with the mines and the ER placements and stuff. And the dirty bases that are up here are really hard to Seeker, even for someone who uses them quite a lot. You'll find that you're going to fizzle more than you're not using Seekers, or even if you don't fizzle, you're just going to be slower in general. So I'm using more heavy Gramps just simply because they are more reliable, and they are just as quick. Maybe not as quick, but they're still pretty quick. And most people now are using either heavy choppers and Gramps or heavy choppers and rocket choppers. I haven't seen very many Seeker hits against my base at all yet. I've used Seekers maybe 3 or 4 times out of the 10 or 15 attacks that I've done, and I've used heavy choppers and Gramps for the rest. So if you're in the position now then, guys, where you are considering the jump to 4 ERs, one, I would recommend you don't. I recommend you jump to 5 at least. But as the next couple of days go on, 5 ER is going to get even worse than what it is right now. So if you've got the keys to skip 4 or 5 or even both, do it. Get to 6 ER, skip Seekers, get heavy choppers and Gramps at 5 ER and push straight on to 6. And yeah, do your push at 6 for diamonds, which is what I'm going to be doing now. There's only 7 days left, so we'll see what happens. I don't think diamond's going to be possible at 5 ER. It's just too competitive right now, and a lot of the 5 ER players are getting matched with 6 ER players. So you also get that advantage at 6 as well. You're going to match a few more 5s, give you a head start there. So yeah, that's my strategy for 6 ER right now. We'll be going live at some point, no doubt, before the season ends to push for diamond if I don't get there before. But for this video, guys, that's it. I hope this helps, and I hope you get to your goals. I'll catch you next time. Happy shipping.